Okay. Hi Amanda, it's Jason. I've never done this panel for an audience of one before, so it should be a little different than I'm used to, but nonetheless, here we go. You are right on time. I don't have to wait for any stragglers like I usually do when I present a panel. So you are here for the FX Makeup movie panel. We've talked about before how you want to make really cool stuff for Halloween, and you have these great ideas, and you're working with basically just like eyeshadow and some fake blood. Well, we're going to fix that, and we're going to give you some tips and tricks and information to help you improve your craft and do more and get training and all of that good fun stuff. So here we go.
I can't say enough how important it is to have a good makeup case, even if you're...
Whew. Hey, that video actually worked. It usually doesn't, so cool. Makeup cases are important, but you have to start with the other stuff first to put in the makeup case. So it's really easy to acquire makeup. As I'm sure you know, you can get a lot of the stuff from like Walmart and from drugstores and dollar stores and all of that, and those are great. They are, you know, basic everyday makeup things, stuff that you need to do the FX stuff. You can find it all there too, and I've got my table set up over here to show you some of the basic things, but you want to do the cool, fun, ooey gooey, gory stuff, which is different stuff, which is this stuff, the special FX makeup. And it's made in a different way than regular makeup is. It's a little thicker. It's designed usually to be under theater lights or movie studio lights. And it's just a whole different beast altogether, even though it's, you know, still makeup. And the best place to find this stuff is actually at a local costume shop. A lot of them sell a beginner's theater makeup kit, and the beginner's theater makeup kit usually comes with about this amount of stuff. It has basic skin tones, eye pencils, makeup brushes, a scar and bruise wheel, setting powder, a little bit of spirit gum, which is your essential thing for all of your FX makeup, and some other fun things too. And those are usually like 25 to 30 bucks, and they come in different skin tone colors, so you just pick your color and you can start playing with that. That's basically what they do in college when I took my intro to theater makeup class. It was, you know, here's your kit and we're going to show you things. So that's a great way to do it. Other places you can go online and buy more kits with different things and specific items for specific looks or scars or different effects that you're trying to do, and those you can get online. And you can find them at different places online. I mean, you've got your regular stuff, and I'm sure you being a gal, you know where to find all of these. And I personally prefer CoverGirl. It's my favorite. And I'm sure you have makeup that you like. I mean, lipstick is lipstick. It doesn't matter whether it's theater grade or not, it's lipstick. Eyeliner is eyeliner. Mascara is mascara. None of that stuff needs to be FX brand. If it is, you're just getting ripped off, basically. And there's, you know, 1,000 different brands. Some of them may cover your skin better than others. It just depends on what you like, what looks good on you. But for the FX stuff, that stuff is over here. Ben Nye is a big one for theaters. It's my favorite brand for theater makeup. It's what I used all through college and in community theater when I was performing. Krylon is really great. They do a lot of body paint makeup. Krylon is one of the ones that they use in the Sci-Fi Channel show Face Off. I think I sent you a link about them. They also do a lot of the spray-on makeup with air guns, which is really nice, and I want to learn how to do because it just goes on so flawlessly and smoothly. You just can't get that from a brush or a sponge. I call them Wookie. They're Woochy. They are the place to go for appliances, for burns, for scars, for bites, all kinds of nasty, gooey bullet marks. I mean, you name it, they've got it. They've got this stuff all year round, and it's quality, professional grade things for you to make awesome effects in. There's also Mayron or Miron. They're great. They're a theater makeup too. And Graptobian, they're also great too. They're more of a theater and Halloween makeup. So it really just depends on what you like. Krylon and Ben Nye and Mayron all run roughly the same. Wookie, however you want to say it. It's a little more pricey, but you've got to remember this stuff is just made. It's not sitting in the Halloween shop. It's professional stuff, so you get what you pay for. So where do you get this stuff? Like I said, here locally for me, this is where I go to pick up my basic theater makeup stuff. It's Mr. Fun's Costumes. I'm sure in Texas and probably closer to Houston, you have a bunch of costume shops that aren't just the ones that pop up at Halloween. These are the ones that rent year-round. They're the ones that would have the makeup that you're looking for, and that's the best place to start. Akron Costume and Design is, one of these places also for me here locally. So these are the big two. Akron Costume and Design is nice because they have a makeup professional on staff at all times, and I'm sure the situation would be the same for you in Texas at one of the professional rental shops, where they would have a makeup expert, and usually they're really bored and love people coming in and asking questions and trying stuff out. And it's a good place. I already mentioned Wookie. Now by me, the Halloween stores, they have makeup too, FX Makeup. And the only thing is, you have to wonder how old the stuff is, because like all makeup, it has a shelf life. But Spirit Halloween has great stuff. They have some appliances, but they have a lot of different color creams for face paints, blushes, fake blood, the basics stuff. They're great to get stuff from. Halloween City pops up here and there. They're more costume based, but they have some basics. Now, by me, there's a Party City. In the Party City by me, they have an upstairs, and their upstairs has all their Halloween stuff year-round, so you can just go upstairs and take a look at their stuff, which is really great during the course of the year, so you can acquire stuff without being stuck in like the Halloween rush. But the stuff has been sitting on the shelves years. So, like I said, makeup has a shelf life, so even though it's there and you can just go get it, it's probably past its shelf life. Now, the other stuff you can pick up, Walmart, Target, Drug Mart, Walgreens, all those things, and at Halloween time they have some makeup stuff. So it just depends what you're looking for and what time of the year. Now, if you're looking for kits, the thing is pre-made kits like these, they're great and they're really fun, and they're usually pretty cheap, and they usually come with spirit gum and spirit gum remover and some makeup. to do some of these effects. But the thing is, the stuff usually at the Halloween store has been in a storage container somewhere for years, and then it's put at the shop, and it just sits there until somebody buys it. For instance, this Vampire Bite, the packaging looks great. It's not in too bad of a condition, but when you opened it up, the adhesive that they give you is now not liquid, it's the consistency of bubblegum. So this product has expired, and that's the danger that you get into with pre-done kits like this. The bite itself is starting to flake because of the age, and when it comes to a prosthetic piece, you don't want that because it won't sit on the neck or the body as well as a new piece. And that's where Wookiee comes in, because their stuff is brand new. It's not sitting in a factory. They make it and then ship it out. So you're paying a little extra per appliance, but you're not dealing with something that's been sitting God knows where for how long. Like I said, age, the latex and rubber breaks down, and when that happens, the appliance is no longer any good. And you got to remember too, the pre-made kits are generic, so they're not designed for your face. You have to cut them and shape them yourselves, and that goes the same for Wookiee. They're a generic size, so you have to cut it and shape it yourself to fit your face. But Wookiee has the year-round higher quality, where you're taking a chance with these pre-made FX kits. Ruby's does them. If you see one that says Ruby's, it's probably ancient. So you got to watch out. Now, it is cool to get these FX kits the day after Halloween, because you can get them for like 50% off or more, but again, they could be ancient, so. Now, here's the main cool part of the FX makeup. If you're not on stage, where do you use it? Well, you use it to cosplay. I've thought about doing Wolverine with the bullets, which would be really cool, and I haven't seen anybody do the bullet wounds at the conventions. Vampire, the bite mark, this is the one that I just showed that had aged. Vampire Night and other shows that feature vampires, it's great for that too, and people won't expect at a convention seeing FX makeup on you and seeing a real vampire bite. Horns, Homestuck. Everybody apparently loves Homestuck except for me. I've never seen it. But horns are great, and of course Two-Face with all the FX makeup would be killer awesome. And we're going to get into burn makeup in a little bit. So this is a really fun way to take a basic cosplay and kick it up to the next level, because people don't expect to see this in addition to the costume and the props. They expect the costume and the props, but they don't expect Wolverine to show up with oozing bullet wounds. That's just kind of badass. So now, you probably won't get into this, but beards are a thing, and beards are something that's kind of a pain in the butt, because a lot of beards come in pre-done kits, just like the other ones that I showed. And the thing is, it may sound kind of gross, but you want to get the ones that are actually real human hair if they're pre-cut, because they just look better than the synthetic ones. Here's one of the kits, pre-done. This one has seen better days. When you glue facial hair to your face, it has, of course, glue on it, and you can't really see it. I'll bring it up close to the camera. This is now unusable. The glue has totally coated the silk backing to the hair, and it has matted the hair down so it doesn't look natural, and that means that it has a shelf life, just like all the other makeup does. Now this is my Barbosa beard that I just replaced, and you can see the difference. See how it's not matted down? See how you can move it? And the back, the lace is not coated with glue, so it can adhere to your face and be adjusted, whereas the other one, it cannot. And the other thing is, with real hair, you can then trim it. And with real hair, when you get it out of the package, you have to wash it and comb it and trim it so it fits your face, because if not, it's not going to look cool like it does here with Captain Barbosa. You know, it just comes out of a flat package, so it's not looking realistic. So I don't know how much you'll get into beards and stuff like that, but you never know. You might do a gender swap and need to know. And now you know. Now, if you really get into it and you really want to pursue this as like a career, there are makeup schools out there to do this. I know that you want to be an author, and this is not part of your path, but a lot of these places will do like a summer intensive where you can do a month or 3 months at the school and learn a basic set of courses, and that could be something that you know might be able to do. So there's several places for them. Cinema Makeup School is in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, you know, is Hollywood, and these are the guys that I believe work with Face Off, so they're pretty much the best, and they're an excellent school. Now, there's also a model makeup place, and they primarily do beauty makeup, but they also offer FX makeup classes too. So it just depends on, you know, which direction you want to get into, whether you just want all the gross, ooey gooey fun stuff, or you want the beauty makeup too. So this school is over there as well in LA, and they primarily go with beauty makeup. Now there's New York, which makes sense because of Broadway, and they have FX makeup schools as well, and these guys are also excellent. You know, being in Texas, you couldn't be much farther from either coast, so it really doesn't make a difference as far as you know, location-wise for you. But New York would have a preference toward theater makeup more so than film makeup, simply because of all the stage work there in the city. But if you can't go to those places, you can go locally. And these are some of the places by me, and these are haunted houses. And haunted houses don't just hire scare actors, they also hire makeup artists, and they hire apprentice makeup artists for you to learn the FX makeup stuff. And by me, there's a haunted schoolhouse and laboratory. It's been there for like 25 years. Carnival of Horrors is an outdoor one. It's been there for like 15 years. Hollow Weekends, which I've told you about. Hollow Weekends has been around for 20 years. Factory of Terror has opened up by my home. It's been around for maybe 10 years, 8 years, something like that. And they're always looking for fresh blood to come in and to learn how to slap makeup on their characters and get them out in a short amount of time to do their job and come back and remove the stuff properly so that their characters can do this, 4 or 5 nights a week and not have any damage to their skin and scare the bejesus out of people. And also the big one here in the middle is local theater. Depending on what the show is playing at the time, you can go and volunteer to help with makeup and wig styling at your local playhouse and community theaters or local universities. And they're always starving for volunteers, and that's a good way to get hands-on knowledge too. All of these are hands-on. We're going to throw you into the deep end of the pool and learn as you go situations. Now, with any makeup, it's, a very simple, specific process. You prep for it, you test it on your skin, you apply it, you seal it, and you take it off. You don't want to, when you're prepping your skin for your face or your body, exfoliate, because that could cause problems, that could cause a reaction because your skin has become tender. You just want to wash it properly so that your skin is free of oils and dirt and anything that would make applying the glue or makeup difficult. You want to test it. Some people are allergic to makeup from different companies. Not every company uses the same stuff. So what one brand of face cream may work for you and you'll be fine. Another brand, it may make you break out in hives. So you want to test it. Usually test it on the under part of your wrist. It's a sensitive area anyway. And if it gets blotchy and red, it's not in your face. So it's the spot to try it out. Application, you want to carefully and concisely apply the makeup. You're not trying to set speed records, but you want to do it in an efficient way. You want to do it in a way that each time that you apply it, you get better at it and faster at it, and that is something that is crucial for theater, because the curtain goes up at 7:30 or 8 regardless of whether you're ready or not. That's the same thing for characters at the Halloween haunted houses. People are in line, and at 9 o'clock we're opening the doors and you're either ready or you're not. So it's all about time management when it comes to makeup, and being as good as you can be, as quick as you can be without slapping it on, and not caring how it looks. Sealing the makeup is important, especially if you're under lights, because setting powder or spray helps it from not smearing or coming off or staying on your face under the hot theater lights. If you're sweating and sweat mixes with the makeup could start to run, and the setting spray stops that from happening. And it's an issue in film too. That way it's set and they don't have to keep going and touching it up. Touch-ups are necessary, but when you set it, you're less likely to have to redo the whole thing, because you may not have time to redo the whole thing. That may require you having to wash your entire face and start over, which may mean you need to take off your wig, and you can't get into that mess. So setting it, sealing it is really important. Taking it off, this is the most important thing. when you take off your makeup, you can't just rip it off your face because you will damage your skin. And that hurts, and it prevents you from being able to apply makeup the next day if you're doing something repeatedly, like in a show, or if you're a character, or if you are going to a Halloween party on Friday and you're doing a different look on Saturday, or if you're cosplaying and you're doing one cosplay in the morning and another cosplay in the evening. If you take off your stuff haphazardly and you damage the skin underneath the makeup that you've applied, then you're not going to be able to apply any makeup, and you're probably going to have red splotches all over that area where you just tore the makeup off of, and you don't want to do that. You want to take care of your skin and treat it well so that you can keep applying makeup and not have any problems. And the crucial thing that I bring up in a lot of different panels is reference pictures. Reference pictures are your friend if you're trying to do a look and you just think in your mind's eye, yeah, I think that's how they look. Well, you might get it wrong, and then people won't know what you are doing. So, reference pictures. This is Heath Ledger in the makeup chair before they put on his iconic Joker makeup. And these are the scar appliances that they applied to his face. So that gives me an idea on where to apply the makeup when I'm doing the Joker scar makeup myself, because I know what it looked like before he put on all the face paint. So reference pictures are crucial. Yay! So that's, the basics. Here's where we get into the fun part. We get into the hands-on section, and usually I ask for volunteers, and it's just me and you, hun. So I am your volunteer, and I'll be showing you how to do some things so that you have an idea of what to do and how to do it. So the first thing I recommend, and it was in the first slide, was getting yourself a makeup smock, because you're going to get stuff everywhere. Makeup is messy. As you can see on my smock, yay, it's covered with makeup bits and glue bits and stuff from making props and all that good stuff. So I'm sure you can find a Wonder Woman one, or they may even have a Ruby one. I don't know, that would be cool. But get yourself a makeup smock. So I'm going to move the camera. Ah, yeah. Up nice and close. Just. There we go. Right about there. Okay. Now, hello. What we have here is a lot of my different makeup stuff and my fancy pants makeup kit. This is a Caboodles makeup kit from Walmart. It was like 30 bucks, and they're fantastic. And the nice thing about them too is for $1, and you probably can't see it, but for $1 you can send in and get a nameplate made. And my makeup kit says Jason, and the one that I got pops out, and it has all my stuff in it, and they are fantastic for all of your makeup needs. I probably have more stuff in my makeup kit than Lon Chaney did when he did Wolfman and Phantom of the Opera, and he would probably be very jealous of my kit. We're going to need that. We're going to need that. Here's a teeny tiny thing of spirit gum. We're going to need that. Good thing to have in any of your makeup kits is a pair of scissors. Brushes, I got these as a little set from Ulta, and they tell you what to use them for, and they come in a little kit, which is nice. You pull the little string, and it stands up for you, which is great. This is a, it looks like a dentist tool, but it is actually a makeup application tool. It's got a pointed sharp edge, which is great for making indents and lines into putty for scar makeup. And it's got a flat end, which is great for distributing the makeup across your skin, because sometimes you can't use the sponges with certain things because it will just stick to the sponge. And because this is metal, it won't stick to the metal. It'll just stick to your skin. So you can get these at the costume place too. This is called nose and scar wax. This is the stuff that you use if you want to make cuts and the Joker scars. This is how you do it. You use this stuff. Your kit, you want basic stuff to help you out. Mirrors. This is a nice little kit for trimming your nails and stuff like that. You never know when you have to cut something and you need it. Swiss Army knife is great, all that good stuff. Lipsticks. Bruise wheel, this is your best friend. Bruise wheel is how you do bruises. It's how you do a lot of different looks for FX makeup. It's got 4 different colors. You've got a brown, you've got a burnt red, you've got a pale, and a black. Now these guys are from Spirit Halloween. These are individual cream makeups, and they're great for different effects. These are crazy colors that you usually can't find at a beauty store, and they're really great for Halloween makeup, which is part of the thing that you want to do. This one here is a dark red, and it's great for burns and bruises. And they come in little 3-piece kits like this, and they just connect to each other. And you can get a great big one when you start collecting different colors. Here's an appliance. This is a generic one. These are vampire or Spock or elf ears. As you can see, you trim them for the back of your ear and you glue them with spirit gum to your ear, and they come in sets, and that's how you do the cool elf ears, Spock ears, vampire ears. You have your eyeshadows already that you've been working with. Like I said, I love CoverGirl. It just applies really nice for me. And whatever you acquire and add to your kit, there's no right or wrong thing to have in your kit. Now, we'll start with something simple and fun, and that is taking coffee. And coffee is great and it's a secret to do burns. And what you do is you apply, that's not it, that's it, liquid latex. Liquid latex is your friend. It is a great cover-all agent, and wow, this one is old. Is there anything even, maybe. Okay, liquid latex is supposed to be a liquid, and this is almost like toothpaste. So this is too old. I've got to throw this out. But I can still show you what to do burns. You would clean the area first, and I've had to shower and everything, so my whole body is a canvas. And what you would do is you would apply the liquid latex onto your skin. Whoa! Okay, maybe some of it is still good. See, that's why you wear there we go, some of this is still good. That's why you wear a thing. So you put it on your skin and you mix it with spirit gum. Spirit gum is your basis for a lot of FX makeup. Usually it comes with a little brush. And you put both of them together on your skin. Both of them act as like a gluing agent. And you take a little coffee grounds, and you apply it right over the area that you put the spirit gum and the liquid latex. And already, as you can see, just applying the coffee, even though it's brown, that gives it that crusty look that a recent burn is. And you apply, you know, red colorings and orange and bruise marks over it to make it look not like coffee, but like a burn. And we're going to do that using our bruise wheel. I prefer triangle makeup wedges. I love these things. They're really cheap at Walmart. And I like the triangles because it has a nice point to them instead of a round application sponge, so you can get into cracks and crevices and make a tighter line, whereas with a sponge that's round, you really can't. Now when you're working with loose things like this coffee, it's going to flake off into the makeup because it's on the sponge. And when that happens, you want to, of course, clean your makeup thoroughly after you finish. And that's something I do after every single one of these panels so that my makeup lasts. My makeup is older than it probably should be as far as shelf life. But if you take good care of it, if you clean it regularly, it can last longer than your typical 2 years, year and a half for most makeup. Now we've got red on here right now. We're going to put a little bit of brown, believe it or not, and some black. And the black adds a nice charring effect too. And just a down dirty quick, that is, you know, a decent burn on stage for going to a Halloween party, and you can make, you know, it worse using different color reds, some browns. If you make it oozy, it's even better. The trick with good FX makeup is making it look a little shiny, making it look a little wet. You apply a little bit of like a petroleum jelly to this, or even like a little bit of hair gel, that, you know, the hair gel that retains the wet look. You put just a dab of that on top of this and it will stay wet looking, and that will make it look fresh and nasty. There are special kinds of blood, fake blood, that you can put on things like this that will make it look fresh and nasty too, and that's a great way to, you know, make these effects look new and cool. So that's the coffee trick. Now we're going to do the Heath Ledger scar trick, and that is using the nose and scar putty wax. Now this stuff is, well, it's wax, just what it says, it's wax. And when you pull it out, it's going to be in chunks. Looks kind of like bubble gum and snot. And you use your spirit gum, which is right here. You apply it to your body. Put it right there where there's no hair. If you apply spirit gum in appliance on a spot of your body that has hair, when you go to remove it, it's still going to hurt a little bit. So you may want to consider picking an area that doesn't have much hair. Spirit gum is something, as you can see, I'm tapping it, which is making it tacky. The tackiness is what makes it ready to glue, and then you apply the putty right over top of it. This is where this little guy comes in handy, and to help you smooth it out. When you are doing a scar, you want the edges of the scar as smooth to your skin as possible, and you want the middle as raised as possible, so that way when you are tracing in a scar, you have a deep area that you can gouge into, so it looks more realistic. Now what you do is, once you've gotten this smooth on your skin, you take the pointed end, the sharp end, and you carefully, you don't want to jab it, but you carefully make an impression into the putty. I'm making a real nasty one here. There we go. You make that impression into it, and you wipe. Okay, well, the camera shut off. I didn't realize that it shut off. It looks like you got most of the scar putty. So if you missed it, you apply the scar putty and you put liquid latex over top of it. You put your indent in there, then you put your red in, and the red is, as you can see, what makes it look like you just got a cut. And that's the basis for joker scars, cuts, claw marks. You could do a down and dirty bullet wound mark. It's a great all-purpose thing. So it's a fantastic thing to have in your makeup kit. Let's see, what else? Oh, claws. Now, you being a gal, you might be used to claws. These are werewolf claws, and this one has been painted with nail polish. These ones have not been. And these are great for vampires, for werewolves, for demons, for all kinds of things. These have been painted with some yellow and clear and pearl color, and that is great to make them look natural on your skin. These are the thumbs. There we go. As you can see, you know, that looks a lot better than just the ones without the nail polish on them. The thing is with claws, if you are not used to having long nails and you all of a sudden have claws on all 10 digits, it makes it difficult to go to the bathroom because, you know, you have to get your zipper and your button. If you're not used to having claws or long nails, that can be a real chore, which I found out the hard way during a Halloween party. So I, you know, skip a thumb on one hand so I can work my zipper and my button. And, you know, usually that thumb is hidden while I'm drinking anyway behind a cup. So nobody notices that my thumb doesn't have a claw on it. That's a down and dirty way to do it. You may not have any trouble being the girl. You may be used to having long fingernails, so that's not an issue for you. These claws came from just a Halloween store, and you can cut these and trim these and make them sharper and shape them to your nail bed yourself, which is great, and you can use them for all kinds of different things. The facial hair, it's spirit gum to the back, to the face. You tap it and make it tacky, and you put it on in stages, working from the center out. And a lot of makeups, you work from the center out. Teeth. Teeth are fun. Scarecrow is the brand I would recommend. Scarecrow. These teeth that I have, they are actually werewolf fangs. They come with 4 teeth instead of 2 like the custom vampire ones do. The werewolf ones come with 4. They come with 4 because one set's longer than the other set, and I used the longest set, which are actually longer than the vampire set. So if you're going to do fangs, get the Scarecrow werewolf kit. And how it works is they come with teeth that you can cut to fit your face, and they come with a gel that you put into, you can see it there, the tooth. Okay, this gel sets for about 10 minutes in your mouth, and you have to pull it out right at the 10 minutes because it's a dental gel, and if not, it will glue these things to your teeth, and they're a bitch to get off. And once they set overnight and have dried, they are then custom made for your tooth, and you can just apply them. You can just apply them right over your teeth, and you can eat with them in, you can drink with them in. I don't like eating with them in because I always worry that they'll pop off. They're not going to actually pop off, they kind of snap onto your tooth. If you notice, if you don't wear them a lot, it gives you a little bit of a speech impediment, a slight lisp, but you can get around that just trying to enunciate more, avoid S's, and just get used to having the teeth in your face. And they're fun to have, they're easy to do. Like I said, it only takes about 10 minutes, and it's about a $30 investment. And they pop right out. And that's, you know, the basics. It's about 7:30. I've got about 15 minutes till I gotta get out of here. That's the, you know, the down and dirty, how you do it basics. I'm sure there's plenty of questions that you have that I'd be more than happy to answer. Usually this is the point where we do a question answer session during the panel. Obviously nobody's here, you're not here live, so you can't ask questions. But I hope this helped. I hope this is, you know, a good jump off point for you. I'm going to send you the slideshow so you can see them in all their pretty glory and get the information off that if you'd like to. And this video. So I hope this helps. I hope this is fun and gives you, you know, a new base of knowledge to work with, and a new set of stuff to get and play with to expand your makeup skills and your makeup knowledge. So did this for you. Hope you liked it. Wish you were here. You know, it would be a lot more fun in person to try this nasty stuff out on, but you know, maybe we can add that to the list. Who knows? So, all right, Amanda, that's it. That's the FX makeup panel, and yeah, I'll be sending it to you shortly. Bye. Hi, Amanda. Amanda, it's me again. I forgot a crucial point. When you are taking this stuff off, a good thing to have for down, dirty, and quick removal is hyperallergenic baby wipes. Don't use these on the face, but for your body, they're great for taking stuff off quickly. Makeup, which you probably already know. They're great for getting spilled makeup if you were a dumbass and forgot to put the cap on the spirit gum off of a table which you don't own. They're great for doing a quick cleanup of your instruments, like this little guy, until you can get him home and wash them properly. So that is a great thing to know. And a lot of your spirit gum removal, the main component of it is mineral oil. And mineral oil is cheap, and you can get it at any Walmart or any pharmacy. And this is the stuff that helps get this stuff off easily, because they usually sell you makeup adhesive remover in this size, and as you can see, this is pretty crappy compared to this. So soap and water removing the stuff, special makeup adhesive remover for taking appliances off, mineral oil for taking appliances off, and that's how you do it. Don't pull it off. Soap and water afterwards, gentle soap. That's it. Okay, forgot. Bye-bye.